these champions the most because it's a little bit more of a solo queue style where you do need to prioritize your own income more. But I think it's very powerful. So it rounds out the composition very nicely there with the Scion. The Karma comes through on the side of Ezreal Karma to try and make sure they have that bot lane prio.
You know, Darkwings is going to be playing this much slower build. The Roa, a lot less burst, a lot longer to come online, but does give you that additional health and survivability.
It's a good call.
Kind of just how Scion plays. Sentinels, though, first here on the Grubs.
This could be a fight. Castle wants to go
moving
in.
over. DSG gonna go for it. In comes the ulti, in onto the Nico, but the pop blossom pretty good. The fear does land. Nico's gonna get knocked down, but is that going to be enough? Flash away there from Lions on the side as Hombox trying to get something done. Big shockwave across 3, but not a lot of damage behind it. Sentinels just have no consistent DPS in this fight. It's Darkwings on, you know, really
into Karma Ezreal. Like that gank has such a low chance of success. As Calmy just gets some nice poke onto the Orianna.
Send the ultis in. He flashes out, but doesn't get the distance. And now Hombok's in trouble as well here. Good spell shield there from Kryra. As Calmy threatening, Hombok is going to go back in. There's the R2 forward. Hombok now pops the ulti. Huhi's coming over, but Castle has arrived first. The pop blossom comes down, but it is too late. Rahel going to join the fight, but Huhi's gone. Impact's in. Can Impact get a kill back? Looks like he might be able to finish off Calmy, but Calmy flashes away. Impact flashes to follow. Rahel getting some damage down. Castle could be in trouble. Kryra waiting around the edge. Nice follow-up there with the root. They get the shutdown. Now trying to flash out to safety, but he can't quite do it. Rahel in a lot of trouble. Kryra knocks him down. Lions has arrived, and Impact doesn't have the damage to finish them off.
You just can't pass into the river, I feel like, because Kryra will kill you. So should be a pretty easy Drake. He's going for a steal, though. Desperation.
Yeah, can't quite get it away. You can see that Rahel, they're set up really well in the side lanes. You know, Akali and Ambessa both really excel in the side lanes, and we'll see what they can get done, be able to ult back to lane.
The role quest thing actually trolled me there.
Yeah, it does trick you sometimes. But we'll see as he's going to go for an ulti. But
got a minion to
Castle
help.
got out of the aggro, the tower, but in comes the Nico ultimate, trying to actually turn it around, but Castle just flashes out using that public execution plus the flash. Wasn't even a flash, excuse me, just the public execution and a dash to be able to get it to safety, so holds onto the flash. So Castle navigating that really, really well, even with Huhi on the roam. Stays safe, doesn't have to spend a summoner, just trades the ultis, and it's Huhi that actually uses his flash.
Yeah, and Darkwings teleports up to try and match. I mean, they're sending the farm at Castle, and he's still able to clear the wave pretty easily at half health. This also means that Calmy is going to be able to get solo turret gold himself, so both solo lanes and the jungle now with over all the important objectives. They got the Rift Herald as well as the 2 Drakes. They still haven't even expended that Rift Herald. They're probably waiting to see if the 3rd Drake is going to be contested whatsoever, but with this gold deficit, really going to be contesting this Chem Drake in 22 seconds.
Those really well. They forced skirmishes that they then moved quickly too, and were able to create a very big lead as an advantage. It is now all of the outers gone. It's a 5K gold lead at 20 minutes here. And Sentinels are trying to slow down the bleeding, but Soul is up in a couple minutes here, and Sentinels are just going to have to...
3 against Lion was more lopsided of a win for DSG, but that's because Lion was trying desperation plays to get back in it. But this is kind of what League of Legends, as they might get Castle.
A nice little CC chain there as they use the point blank ulti and the deadly flourish to lock up Castle. Castle flashing back. Can he get out? The Q's come back up, but he's flash rooted by Huhi. Is he going to turn around and get a kill? And of course he is in the 1v3, takes one with him. And now in comes the Jet as well as Kryra. The TP going to arrive here from Calmy, but Sentinels have backed it up. It costs them the flash from Huhi.
During this period, they're going to try not to give you bounties, and then they're going to take the soul before eventually going for Baron in the end.
And we can see this play one more time. It's just honestly really nice CC chain. The point blank ultimate into the deadly flourish buys time for that full Q smash from Impact. Then the flash forward for the root. Even with all of that CC chain happening, he still gets the objective now. Kryra just coming out of base. Doesn't have the full money for the GA, but did get his BF. Castle, though, has 3 completed items here. He's monstrously strong, and he is on the side. Has been spotted. In goes Kryra, and they're just looking for the Jhin. The ulti, though, misses. The Pop Blossom counter engage, not too bad. Rahel trying to survive, but he's not going to be able to do it. Darkwings has to flash out. He has no health. Castle falls. Calmy is low, but it's Impact. Hombok trying to make a stand here, trying to get something done. They just don't have the damage. Hombok flashes in, does got one. Darkwing still there behind Impact.
Too little, too late. But you could see Golden Glue thought, hey, maybe this is the time we clutch the game. They got a couple bounties out of it, not to mention this turret. So
just gone again, and that is Kryra, level 16, has the GA completed, and a much shorter ultimate cooldown now with the rank 3. 2 man that Baron. That is not an Azir or a Kaza or anything like that, but meanwhile, Calmy is just pushing bot side. and no one was answering, so does get some more plates off that before Impact can get down and collect that wave.
Really curious how DSG will play out the rest of this game. Currently, they're sitting in a 1-3-1. Another ult
here.
used.
Humbug could be in some trouble. The Fear Tether is there. Castle ult over the wall. Shockwave does not get much done. Lions comes in, and they're going to lock down Humbug, who has no flash. Humbug fighting valiantly, will fall to Castle. It's another kill from DSG. They have no hesitation on this, as almost
a flank engage from the Akali, but they have no ultimates other than Ezreal, so I think it's a little dangerous.
Yeah,
who might play to finish.
Trying to look for an ulti. They're getting it low. Will they be able to finish it off? Pop Blossom across multiple members. Sajed goes out. They secure the Baron. Impact and Huhi in the middle of the pit. They're going to start falling here. Darkwings and Rahel trying to get some damage down, but they're being threatened on the side. And now Impact is just getting focused down by everyone. Flashes over the wall, tries to get out. Kryra going to ult into the backline. He's in onto Rahel. Rahel is feared up. Kryra can't quite finish him off. Now going to get shockwaved away. Rahel's still alive, finally falls. Kryra doesn't even lose his GA as he heals back up with the passive auto. DSG crushing through this game, looking to be completely in form here for the lock-in playoffs.
Looking really good. I'd say Chemsoul did a lot. Speaking a pretty risky strategy, but with Nocturne, able to pick their side.
Yep, going to be going in onto Darkwings, and he is just dead in a hurry. That is the difficulty of playing against that Nocturne in that mid lane. Joins the side lane very easily. Down on the bot side, you can see no one there to answer that wave. As Sentinels were trying to clear out mid, we're trying to respond to the dive top. DSG, though, make the dive cleanly happen. Kryra stays top now. They're going to lose all 3 towers in a hurry.
I mean, this is the best game I've seen DSG play. They're doing so much right, as we might just see him die.
Yeah, Castle
well,
does fall, but they triple inhib them at the same time, very likely. A little bit of health on that mid lane one. The Jhin ulti going to be opening up. Sentinels tried to force the fight here, as they are going to get a nice root. Good catch onto Sajed. He gets burst down. Lions falls as well. There's actually...
They know it's good for him.
It's just, I don't know if they can kill it fast enough. Sajed has respawned. He's running out on the map. Going to try to just burst this down. We'll see if they can make it happen. In comes the engage. Kryra going into the backline onto Rahel. Kryra getting incredibly low, though. The Dragon getting pretty low here as well, as Darkwings is going to get knocked down by Calmy. Calmy as well as Castle just piling into the backline. Huhi is down. Darkwings is down. Sentinels are looking like they are toast. As insult to injury, Kryra even grabs the Elder. They're going to finish him off. They're going to clean up the game. DSG looking like they are marching on the Nexus and going to be able to take a lead here in this best-of-5 series. They will strike first, and they will strike really dominantly here as they knock him down 32 minutes in. Soul, Elder, Baron, 20-8 in the kill score. They did it all, and they made it look good.
They were really just fantasy point maxing. I think at the end of the day,